Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Diablo IV launch is just a few days away, and we got some fresh news hot right off the press. Diablo 4's influence is all over the world right now, crucial new information on PvP as well as seasons, developer updates, and a brand new mount trophy collaboration Diablo is having with SteelSeries. We have a lot to get through, ladies and gentlemen, and just as a heads up, it is the final call for your chance to win a Diablo 4 game copy. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video to see how you can earn a free copy from the Comeback Kids. Now, a massive tip every single Diablo player out there should know is a couple of these resources we're going to share with you on screen now. The first one is the Diablo 4 build planner, which allows you to completely map out your build for launch day. You select your class, the legendary aspects, what you're going to wear, the equipment, everything, all down to the Paragon board. This is by far the best build planner out there for Diablo 4, and it's not even close, so make sure you go check it out. And also, for some additional information on your class, you can go to the Diablo 4 database to check out all the unique items for your class in the endgame. This could definitely help you as well with coming up with some really great builds for later on down the line. Now, right into the news. Starting things hot, we finally got a look at the SteelSeries promotion for Diablo 4, and it's going to be the exclusive Bound Faith mount trophy with the official SteelSeries Diablo 4 promotion. That's right, because SteelSeries officially announced a unique Diablo 4 gaming gear reward when you buy any of the 3 eligible Diablo 4 themed products from SteelSeries. They have truly gone above and beyond in turning your gaming setup into a wonderful Diablo 4 themed, and now you will actually be able to pledge allegiance to the Cathedral of Light with the new Diablo 4 Bound Faith mount trophy, as you can see on screen here. The Bound Faith mount trophy comes with ordering any of the following 3 items: their wireless mouse, headset, or the SteelSeries Diablo 4 thumbsticks collector's edition. This is an absolutely awesome offer if you're in the market for any of these gaming accessories, but unfortunately, all of the other items that are part of their Diablo 4 collection don't come with the exclusive Bound Faith mount trophy. As you can see on screen here, another example is their mouse pad, which looks absolutely incredible in my opinion, so it could still enhance your setup with some dark vibes of Diablo 4. Now, it also seems like Diablo is spreading like wildfire across the world right now. We got the Burger King menu in Japan that is Diablo themed, with the Lilith spicy tomato burger with cheese, the Butcher burger, which has a regular meat patty and a fried chicken breast on top, and the Diablo garlic spicy burger to celebrate Diablo Immortal, which has 2 patties as well. Diablo's marketing out in Vegas, which looks incredible, as well as it taking over the Blizzard campus as a whole. All eyes are on Diablo 4 right now, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure it's going to stay that way for the oncoming weeks, potentially months. It also looks like we're going to get some big announcement this week, as well as multiple trailers coming out, as we were teased by Rod Ferguson over Twitter. We already got a look at the first trailer, which is the Diablo 4 story launch trailer, and if you haven't, it is an absolute must watch. There is some amazing editing involved in it, really gives us more information about the story of Diablo 4, and has me ready to run through a brick wall myself. I am incredibly excited more and more every day, and I'm personally going to freak out if I don't get to play Diablo 4 soon. We also got an interesting post on Reddit about PvP, a user stating, "A lot of people are saying that PvP will not be balanced because we could see from the beta that we do far more damage than our max health pool. Just remember that there is a 93% damage reduction on top of other damage reduction effects in PvP. Secondly, the devs plainly have said also that PvP will be a slaughterfest and it was not designed to be balanced. They also said that you can completely avoid PvP if you don't want to, and the exclusive rewards are strictly cosmetic in nature." As you can see on the screen here, we have it highlighted where it says PvP damage reduction at 93%. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to PvP in Diablo, don't expect it to be some balanced, equal playing field at all. I mean, you're going into a zone that is a complete free-for-all if you're not in a group, similar to the Dark Zone in the Division series. And honestly, it's just going to be a great way to go out and have some fun with friends, test out some fun builds, whatever. If it's more about the experience and entertainment, rather than actually competing at a very high level. So remember to just keep that in mind. Also, a very interesting piece of news about hardcore players. A fan took to Twitter asking if when you complete the campaign on a softcore character, can you skip it on a new hardcore character? Joseph Piapora stated that you can skip the campaign on hardcore if you complete it on softcore characters. You can't choose to skip the campaign and then decide to go play a part of it in the isolation at launch. So interesting bit of news if you plan on playing hardcore at all in Diablo 4. Speaking of seasons, it was also confirmed that the Battle Pass contents for Season 1 will be revealed before the release, even if it's just the special cosmetics that are tied to which was confirmed by Adam Fletcher over on Twitter. So be on the lookout for that. It was also confirmed by Rod Ferguson that if you pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition, that only includes you unlocking one season of the Battle Pass. It does not include unlocking every single season that comes out, so you got to be aware before you go spending your money on that as well. Lastly, on these seasons, it's very important to note that in order to participate in Season 1 in mid to end July, you need to finish the campaign on at least one character on your account before you have access to seasonal realms. So a lot of information there about seasons, some quick confirmations from the developers over on Twitter. The devs also were asked if the damage resistant aura in World Tier 3 and 4 is just damage reduction, or is it just completely immunity to elements, say like cold or lightning damage. Joe P.I. Pro stated that it's damage resistance, not immunity. Pretty much clearing up the fact that no matter what build you're running, there is a certain viability to it, and that it's not like your spells are going to get completely resisted by certain mobs in higher world tiers. Right now, a big controversy over in the community, especially when it comes to hardcore characters, is the Death Evasion Elixir that is in the game. For those of you that don't know, the Elixir of Death Evasion is a potion that, for the next 30 minutes, prevents you from dying, and you become immune for 2 seconds instead. Once this happens, you cannot benefit from the effect for 5 minutes, pretty much giving you the Fire Shield enchantment on Sorcerer that 100% isn't broken on that class, by the way. The fans are upset that cheat death mechanics are in the game, and it's heavily going to affect the hardcore mode that a lot of fans love in Diablo 4. Personally, I could see this as making things way too easy on hardcore because a 5-minute cooldown isn't long at all as it is, and it's a lot more forgiving rather than hardcore. Either way, I do think it's a controversy, so let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section below. We also got some interesting news on Stagger, with a question being directed toward the developers asking, do bosses have a stagger cap? Or do they build resistance to being staggered somehow? Thinking about the viability of damage to boss encounters. They replied that it does get tougher to stagger bosses repeatedly, so it is confirmed that bosses do have a sort of diminishing returns effect to where you can't just chain CC them and stagger them and completely blow them up, which is definitely a good thing. So if you're planning on running a CC heavy build, you're almost going to have a time limit in a way on how great your build is going to be, depending on how many times you can actually stagger the boss before it gets too difficult. We also had an awesome user on Reddit break down some initial stagger percentages, saying that soft CCs like slows give a small percentage of stagger per second of application. Medium crowd control abilities like dazes give you about 2% of stagger per second of CC. And hard crowd controls like stuns or knockdowns give you approximately 3% of stagger per second. This Reddit user also stated there is diminishing returns mechanic, like we just confirmed, when you use the same type of CC consecutively to deal something like 50% or 25% of its original potency. Fans are also confused. If enemies become frozen, does that mean they are also chills? So shout out to the Sorcerer fans out there. Do chill modifiers also apply to frozen enemies? The developers replied saying frozen enemies are considered chilled as well. So good news for all these Sorcerer fans out there. Now, if you don't know already, Diablo 4 is not the type of Diablo game where you can completely play offline. The game is going to be online only, and it was confirmed by Adam Fletcher once again over on Twitter. So if you're looking to play completely offline and alone, that is not going to be the case in Diablo 4. A fan also asked on Twitter if they will get an email confirming the Ashava mount trophy being received, and Adam Fletcher replied saying emails went out to those who had their marketing communications turned on. So ladies and gentlemen, if you had that turned on, make sure to check your emails just to see if you got the confirmation on your Mount of Ashava trophy. Moving on lastly to some more fun news, we finally got a sneak peek at the Secret Lab collaboration for Diablo 4 as well, and it's actually going to be a Secret Lab gaming chair. So if anyone's in the market for a new gaming chair, I'd highly recommend saving some money because you're probably going to get an insane opportunity at getting a once-in-a-lifetime chair collaboration with Diablo 4 and the Secret Lab products. There are 2 different versions, one with Lilith and one with Inarius. Both of them are absolutely jaw-dropping and incredible, so definitely take some time to check these out. It also looks like Diablo 4 was sent out to some reviewers recently for the game, and they're actually starting to get pretty antsy, stating on Twitter, when you want to talk about a game so badly, but you can't cause embargo. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the early reviews are going to be released before the early access date, which was confirmed a few weeks ago by the developers. So if you aren't convinced that you want Diablo 4 yet, you could always wait until the early reviews come in. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got the official launch of Diablo just 1 week away, and everyone is so incredibly excited in the community, I don't think we all can contain it any longer. Don't forget, we are releasing some jam-packed videos with crucial information on every single class out there in our newest series, so make sure you spend 10 minutes to give you the #1 information on how to prepare for launch day. Don't forget to check out the sites we mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, as well as the collaborations with the Diablo 4 themed products. Don't forget, it is also the final call for the giveaway the Comeback Kids are doing for Diablo 4, so if y'all are interested in earning it, make sure you check out the link in the description below to find out more information on how you can win that, and we're going to be revealing that on one of our live streamings in the upcoming days. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. It is an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. Until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Peace!